Okay, that's my safety tip.
Joan's gonna yawn,
No, I'm trying not to.
but she's gonna.
Hey, Karen.
Big breath in.
Hi, Patsy, Kathy, Peggy, Debbie, Bernadine. Hi. There's some sort of there's a yawning thing going around where it's contagious, and other people started yawning, and then we talked about it, and then they started yawning. Anyway.
Stop saying
If your dog yawns,
the Y word.
If your dog yawns, do you yawn?
Sometimes my cats, yeah.
How many of you are yawning right now?
Oops.
Yawn. Y-A-W-N.
Yeah, no yawning in the show. Judy, hello. Louise, Debbie, Susan, Cindy,
That's a good
Susan,
drum roll.
Kim, Ruth. Hi, Ruth.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Well, Joan, who are we?
We are Quilters HQ, Windmill Sewing Center, and Sewing Machines Express. Stop at Maryland. I have had a lot of coffee.
Oh, okay.
Again, you did that last week.
I did. Sorry.
Okay, start over.
Auctioneer.
Who are we?
Windmill Sewing. I'll try to speak slower. Windmill Sewing Center, Quilters HQ, and Sewing Machines Express. The websites are windmillsewingcenter.com, quiltershq.com, and QHQ and the number 2.com. I'm blocking. All right, come right here.
What, you want me to
Hi,
yawn in
Tom.
your
Hi,
ear?
Jen.
So
Hi,
there's a
Linda.
lot of
Hi, Karen.
background
The
noise.
whole yawning thing. There's a whole contagious.
She really wants to. She's doing it through her nose now.
Don't choke on your yawn. It's okay.
You haven't yawned yet.
Yes,
I
you
have.
Okay.
Did. Okay.
Apparently, there's a rumor that if you're in a room full of people who are yawning and you don't, or the person that doesn't, they're a sociopath. I don't know if it's true or not. Everybody here has yawned.
So look at everybody in the room and make sure they all yawned. And if they didn't, you better avoid them.
That was fake.
No,
Hi,
it wasn't
Jerry.
actually. But,
Hi, Jody. Hi,
Okay.
Amy. Hi, Diane. Well, we got a great show for you tonight.
Yes, we told you about it last week. It's all about what you need for a retreat because retreats are starting back up.
Yeah.
We have some classes at,
One thing I don't see here is a mask.
well, not all states have dropped their mask mandate.
so-
Overland Park has. We have a sign up that has, no shot. You have to wear a mask. If you've had your shot and you're 2 weeks out, then you don't have to wear it.
So that's just a comment. So you don't know where your retreat is, what county they're in, or what,
Check your local-
you better look.
Check your local rules, right?
To make sure.
So we've gone,
And your comfort level, too.
yeah.
Wear 'em.
At my age, who cares? No.
I care.
I do too.
Me too.
Oh,
Chloe
aren't you
doesn't care.
sweet?
She's got her arms crossed and she's not yawning.
So at the Kansas City Regional Quilt Festival, we have classes from Jackie Gearing. Those are almost completely full. The website is kcrqf.org.
What
I
does
think.
Jackie teach?
Is it .com? Is
Yeah,
it
it's
.com? So Jackie teaches quilting with a walking foot, and we have provided Bernina 770s for that class. And then there are some Juki classes. We actually have a Juki educator coming in, and she's going to teach several classes. A couple of those are filling up. Free motion on your domestic machine, and that will be on the DX4000. That's a brand new machine from Juki.
Wow.
It's cool.
And Westerly's teaching their classes in that room as well.
Westerly is teaching ruler work on the DX4000. There is one class that is going to be on the 770 as well.
So you get to try them both if you want.
So at the show, we have a booth for Kimberbell, we have a booth for AccuQuilt, and we have a booth for Westerly, the ruler work. So popular. This is a great machine for
Hi,
ruler
Carol.
work. So,
It's going to be a lot of
Consider that
fun,
one.
I think. People are ready for some fun.
oh yeah,
Have some
absolutely.
fun.
None of us have to work those 3 days here at the store, but we're okay.
Okay, yawn, Susie, yawn.
all of the staff is given an opportunity to go attend the show, so the drama you're seeing is not quite a reflection of reality. Like that. Okay.
Well, we want to be here for all the people that are anxious to come into the store after
There will
they've
be.
seen your booth.
There will be a lot of people.
There
I
will
think,
be a
from
lot of
the
people
store
coming.
stopping by. There's a lot of people from out of town. So.
Yep. Even if you don't need a new machine or a cabinet, because we're going to have arrow cabinets and horn cabinets at the show. We'll have show specials on everything. There's some amazing specials. So,
Great fabric in here, though, and accessories and things
Come-
like that.
come visit us in the show. We have giveaways while they last for trying out the arrow chairs. I think there's a giveaway.
There's a chair.
Do we have an
And-
arrow chair in the store?
We have lots.
Yeah, lots of.
And we are also doing some store giveaways as well.
You're giving away the store?
No.
Well,
We're not
you
giving
have
away the
3 of
store.
them. Surely
It
you
could
can
happen if
get
we're
rid
not
of
here.
one of them.
They could.
Here you're going on vacation.
Oh.
But, so yes, we are going on vacation too. So the first week of June, no, second week of June,
It's not cold enough
Yeah,
for
we'll
you to
be
go
out for
on
a little bit.
vacation.
there won't be a live show. So we're going to miss a
Never
week.
know. Never know what we might do.
TBD.
GBD.
Anyway, we'll keep you posted on that. Hi, Teresa,
We do.
Nancy.
So Robert has a show
News.
and tell. Would you like to start with that, or would
Oh,
you
hey, Judy.
like to?
Yeah, he's all wound up. Let's get him out. Well, let's get it out of his system.
Okay.
Okay.
See? What did I say?
Show and tell. Do you want us to come over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you going to hold him up or are you going to just leave him lay?
No, I thought you were gonna help.
I was, but then I wasn't sure. You know, it's just hard to tell.
Hey, you two match today.
Our shoes don't, though. They flash pretty good.
Yeah, we can hold it. We can hold it up eventually. Well, this story time. Story time. So my mom had some water in her basement, but she had a few. Nothing consequential got messed up, but in that process, she was pulling out some older boxes that she had, and this one's from my great grandmother, 1940s. What they wrote on the note. So there's a couple quilts that she brought by that my great grandmother made. And so we thought it'd be a great show and tell just to kind of look back at, you know, some older quilts and what do they look like. Just never know when it might inspire people. It's a great story. I mean, if you had this microwave stand.
I think they were called radar ranges back then.
Yeah, they might have been radar ranges. So anyway, this was all hand quilted. It's pretty good sized. So it's all hand stitched.
Nicely hand stitched too.
Yeah,
This was some
Great
expert
stitching.
quilting.
So if any of you have some of these quilts or something that was passed down to you, it was kind of fun to get it out and, you know, talk about it and just remember. I
noticed
think
she
it's
doesn't
really
have
important.
her name on here anywhere. So
Yeah.
So you guys that have quilts like this, be sure to put your name on the quilt and maybe even the date that you did it.
And
think
I don't
that's-
know if that was a tradition in the past that they would,
would do
mark
that.
their work or write on it or make a label in the past, or if they just, she just made this for one of the beds and that was what it meant to her was.
Typically, it was album quilts that were labeled because they were usually given as gifts. So everybody would sign it, and then there would be one block that was a dedication block. But for the most part, people did not date or sign their quilts.
So it's pretty amazing just to look at the stitching. It's all hand stitched. I mean, obviously this probably took a while. The amount of work that's in it. Thought the fabrics were pretty interesting. Where they came from, where they cut up dresses, where they, I don't know. But,
Flour sacks.
Probably not flour sacks, but they were Depression era fabrics because they're so bright and vivid.
Oh, the 40s, I don't know about that, but
Yeah.
Each one's a little bit different, and it kind of blended together pretty well. Interesting. So a couple of reds there, but they're different colors, right? So
Well, some of them are reminiscent of fabric that we have now.
yeah, I mean, and some of these prints have came back around, right? I mean, the 30s prints and 40s and all that other stuff.
Really
So who
beautiful.
knows?
She did a beautiful job.
So interesting story to share with you guys. Maybe you have old quilts to pull out and do some reminiscing. Maryland's professional folder.
Good for something.
So we had one more that we found, and I think I have some more that I'm gonna dig out and show at some point. So this one was a lot of little pieces.
No fabric wasted.
Yeah, no fabric wasted on this one. We did find some of these prints actually were in the other one as well. These fabrics we believe were
Yep.
partially in the other one. So
Yep, this red
um,
is in the other one.
yeah, but interesting. I mean, all hand stitched. So putting every one of those little pieces together.
This almost looks like a modified Boston Commons quilt.
Anyhow, when Robert finishes his quilt, he's going to bring it in and show and
Yeah,
tell.
exactly. I'm gonna pull a couple more out of the closet. See.
Look what I did.
So, but you know, it's fun to get it out. I thought it was a lot of fun to do some show and tell. We'll probably hang these up in the shop for a little while and things like
Yeah, I
that,
think
just
that'd be
so
great.
people can, see and.
Maybe some different storage than the microwave cart box.
But it's interesting. My grandmother was that way. She always wrote, I mean, from the Depression, she always wrote on every box. And some of the boxes I wish you could still actually get. What chicken used to come in, and they were wax coated boxes, very sturdy. I mean, you could use them
Yeah.
over and over. You could put almost anything in them, and the box would not fall apart.
Yeah.
But she would put a list of all the contents of the box in each one, and every year, and Joan said this was busy work so that we would stay out of her hair sometimes. She would make us pull all that stuff out in the summertime, and because we'd spend a lot of time with her, mom was working, and we would pull all those boxes out. And it might have been a way that she could actually go through that stuff again too, like, oh hey, I
Yeah.
got this, and look back through things that you have. But she kept everything. I mean, egg cartons, you name it, everything, salad dressing bottles and all that stuff. I mean, it was interesting. So it was always fun at grandma's house. And yes, we washed the walls too, which I think was busy work. Now I'm in agreement with Joan that she was getting a job done, but
I knew
at the same
somebody
time,
that washed her walls.
yeah, I mean,
And she was younger than I am. I mean, substantially.
she was pretty adamant about us washing those walls
Yeah,
too. And
yeah.
so
Every year she would wash her walls.
I
She
don't.
didn't have to paint us off from that one, I guess. I don't
Maybe that was it.
Could be.
So you've
People
got.
have wood heat. You had to wash that.
know.
No.
She didn't have, I mean, it wasn't a wood heat situation. She had one child, I think, and wasn't married. Was divorced, and she was maintaining her property.
So you
There you
have
go.
you have free labor with the grandchildren who are capable of washing the walls. So I guess you put them to work.
It's good for him. Works good.
And then she would give us a treat, and she would usually take us fishing afterwards.
Oh,
So
fun.
when we got something, a lot of work done that day, and then she would take us fishing. So, which was a lot of fun.
She was a great lady.
Caught a lot of fish, and yeah, I miss her very much. She was awesome. So, but anyway, this was her mom's quilts, and so
So your great grandma.
yeah, so it was my great grandma. Thought it'd be fun to share with everyone and reminisce for a minute.
Well,
So
thank you for that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of nice to see.
Very.
Onward to let's go make the block.
Okay, let's make it. I can't remember if it's week 26 or 27.
I think it's 27.
27, block 5C. And last week we used the color Jolly from Paintbrush Studios. This week we're using Christmas Red. So this takes die number 5 from the 9-inch cube, and you need 16 of the red half square triangles and 16 of the black. So I'm going to try something a little bit different. So I know that the die is 3.5 inches wide, so I'm going to cut 2 4-inch strips, because I know we're going to need that many. I'm going to do that first, and I'm lining up my mark on my ruler with the salvage on the fabric, so that I know that my squares are going to be the straight grain. Okay. And so instead of separating, I'm actually going to cut both colors at once. And hopefully this works. We'll see. So again, it's 6 layers. And I'm avoiding the salvage in my cutting. And I'm just going to layer this real quick.
Hi, Sherry.
So I need a total of 32. It's going to be 16 squares. Just like that. Not going to work that great. But if you take more time when you slide your mat off, these are already together. So you can just pick them up and quilt them. Just like that. So I know we need 16. So there's 1, 2.
They kind of stick together, don't they?
They do. See, this is what I was hoping for when they're just cut just perfectly like that, because I can just pick that up and go sew it. And that one. So there's 12 pieces. I know I'm getting 6 out of each one. So I'm just going to cut these again. And then we'll just start sewing. And maybe be a little better taking the mat off. That's better. Pull the excess away. Oh, thank you, Marilyn.
You're welcome.
So there's 12. So I just need 2 more. Okay. And let's just start sewing these together. Get my pedal over here where I can reach it.
Put the pedal to the metal.
Absolutely. Make sure that I'm all the way on bunny.
Rabbit.
I think last week I drank so much coffee I was actually had the little bit of the shake.
I missed that.
I was hiding it really well. But see what I mean? If you cut them like
Thanks,
this, you
Beverly.
just pick them up
Appreciate
and
it very
piece
much.
them together.
You know, this has really been a pretty fun project, and yeah, it's hard to believe that it's week 27 already. You know. Hi, Lana.
I know. It would take how many? If we were doing a block of the month, that would take us forever to do this.
Yeah.
I think I kind of like the
Like
block of the
2
week
years.
better. Yeah, it's like
Yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? You like the block of the week? And I mean, this has been a pretty fun project, so can't wait to see how everybody turns out.
Send their pictures in if they're not local, or else bring
Yeah,
the
send us
quilt in and
pictures.
show
We
'em
love to
down.
see them.
Yeah.
So time definitely does fly. Yeah.
it does.
Peggy said that she's fixing a cathedral windows quilt that was started
Ooh,
by.
that must be
Cool.
pretty.
I would love to Love to see that.
I would too. I think I like this method.
Well, thank you, Pip. We're birds of a feather. We had to wash the walls together.
If somebody knows why we had to wash the walls, comment and let us know.
Yeah.
Because I think it was just busy work.
It would keep us busy. Otherwise, we'd be bebopping around. I think we were chasing wasps in the garage to see who would,
Get stung first.
Who-
He was allergic.
who would survive.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I cut too many. We'll see.
Oh, Lana, that's very nice. Definitely pass that on. Kitty says she needs some grandkids to come wash the walls. So
Hey,
what a character building thing, though. I mean, it was a coordinated effort. It was my brother and my cousin, and I'm sure that we were goofing off along the way, right?
I can't imagine you not goofing off.
We knew at the end we really wanted to go fishing, and so
You had
get this
incentive.
job done, and probably kept us out of God knows what. I don't
I
know.
had brothers. I know the kind of trouble that they can get into.
I don't know if that enhanced my character any, but I definitely appreciate it today. So sometimes you look back on things and I think I did learn something from that. At the time, I probably didn't want to do it, but. Hi, Leela.
13, 14. I need 2 more. I did not cut too many.
Did it just right, huh?
Did it just right.
Well, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please give us a subscription. Smash up the like button there. And if you like the video, definitely appreciate that greatly.
Yeah, we need Chloe to make a meme out of the Queen of England saying, smash up that like button.
Done. Consider it done.
All right, since there are so many, again, I'm going to use the iron instead of the
The doohickey.
doohickey.
He is right down here.
It is there, but, and again, we are pressing these towards the dark, and we are pressing, not ironing. And I just stack them one right on top of the other when I do these like this. And just let the iron, and it gives me a really flat seam. So when I'm sewing at home, this is how I do it as well. If you haven't tried it, go ahead and try it. It does make the blocks pretty hot though, so be careful when you pick them up. Because I've given myself more than one ouchie. Not a burn, but enough to make me go hot, hot, hot.
They're
hot,
warm.
hot. The hot potato dance.
No, you ready?
Oops, wrong way. Talking and not paying attention. It's like the story of my life. I had a 4th grade teacher that I used to get a spanking like every week because I was not paying attention in class.
Were you
Go
talking
figure.
to your neighbors or what?
Well, sometimes. Sometimes there was windows in the classroom, so
Birds.
in my humble opinion, she wasn't that interesting, and
You wanted to be the teacher. Right?
I wanted to be outside.
Yeah. Some days we're like that.
Oh,
I just
yeah,
want to go
that's-
outside. I just want to go outside.
Our school didn't have air conditioning either, so
Well, no.
we just had windows, and then they'd open up the windows so then you could smell the outside. I think they just like torturing kids. So, but we did get a morning and an afternoon recess, so My favorite subject in school was recess.
I think that's a lot of kids' favorite subject.
I think so too. So let's lay this out. Keep me honest here. So that is the basic block that we're sewing together. And then we're going to make 4 of those. And I think since it is the same block over and over, I'm just going to stack them just like this. 4. And this will keep me from messing up a little bit. That one's got a tail. Let's trim that.
That poor dog.
I know.
Yeah, we have a vet place next to us where they board. And we've had one that's, he's kind of a howler.
He's unhappy.
He is not happy.
So I'm just going
Or
to keep
she.
these straight. Or she. It could be a she dog.
Turn this a little bit. Perfect. It's easier for me.
Oh, he's pretty loud. Let us know if you can hear him. He's not being tortured or anything. They're actually closed. They come through a couple times in the evening and check on the dogs.
Walk them, take them to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm. Potty breaks. I think the dog is just a kindred spirit. He wants to be outside. There's squirrels and all kinds of stuff running around here.
Maybe
could be-
just companionship.
Could be that too.
Really?
Maybe he's going solo in there.
Yeah.
And then these two, keep those together so I don't piece them the wrong way.
You?
Yeah,
Hi, Lane.
done that a couple times.
Don't think they can hear him.
Okay. So comment and tell us what you're working on this week. In the shop, we have been working on getting ready for the show, the festival coming up.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. I'm excited about it though. We get to see people we haven't seen in a long time. So
You have a bigger space this time than you've had in the past.
we
Yeah, we need to
do.
expand a little bit.
Last of those. We do have people we haven't seen in a long time coming in the store, and that's good.
Yeah.
Let me know if you do this too. Like use your thread cutter to cut your stuff. I don't know if I'm the only one that,
No, I do that.
yeah,
Yeah,
Handy.
it is.
Convenient.
it is convenient. Okay, I kept those separate while I was cutting them. I'm going to use my doohickey.
Mm-hmm. Very special tool.
Looking at my pattern here. Okay. I think they're actually the same piece. They just get rotated.
Hello, B.
It's that middle one that throws me.
The middle seam.
Yeah, the black, all black block. Waiting to see where that comes out.
Okay. And then these go the opposite way. Just for giggles, is it? It is the same piece.
So this is a no mistake block.
I'm sure
For somebody.
I could
Sounded that
still.
way, Joan.
I could still make it mess up.
So Carol's working on a red, white, and blue twisted log cabin wall hanging.
Wow.
Oh,
That sounds
cool.
beautiful.
celebrating our nation's independence.
It's almost July. It just goes so fast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, no kidding. Okay, just making sure my seams are nested all the way around here. And then we'll
Cozy
have our
bowls.
block.
He's making a table runner.
Good for you.
Marilyn tries to do 1 table runner a week.
Robert makes up things too.
Just check and see if you're listening.
Uh-huh.
Oh, somebody's making purses from jelly rolls.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
This is a great machine for making bags because you can sew through the multiple layers of fabric. Too much coffee.
Long day.
Christy's working on a Timberbell red, white, and
Red, white, and boom.
yeah, 4th of July quilt. Very cool.
Yep. We have a Kimberbell club in Springfield, Kansas City, and, well,
Very
Kansas City.
popular.
All 3 stores have Kimberbell clubs. So you should check those out. And they're all doing different things. So you could really get your Kimberbell fix with us.
Oh.
Well, the one we have here, we're doing the July project in June so that we have our 4th of July when it's really the 4th of July and not after the fact.
It's hard to stay just ahead of it.
Well, when they do, you know, something every month,
Mm-hmm.
they're thinking of that particular month. And generally, when we get to a holiday like the 4th, we've already,
Yeah.
or it's after.
Yep.
There it comes. No?
Mhm.
There it is.
Yep, the other way.
We're at the corner of College and Antioch, Suze.
Okay. So
Chloe will post a link for you.
post a link. And I'm going to press this the other way. Like that.
Oh, Beverly's working on a red, white, and blue strip tube using a jelly roll.
Cool.
For her. I like that, Beverly. Making something for yourself.
Yeah. We sew for so many other people. So I just made sure what I was doing was making sure that my seams are all lining up so that these will nest the right way on all of these sides going together. And they are. So let's start with this one.
The Kimberbell clubs, I think they're on the website under classes.
They're just on the
Yep.
calendar.
They're just on the calendar.
So we can pop a couple links in there. Fun stuff, though.
Missy from our Springfield store is coming up. She's going to be working the Kimberbell booth. Okay. It's coming together. Let's press that direction. And last one.
This block has went together pretty fast, too.
Yeah, none of these blocks are very difficult. They look like Some of them look like they are. They're really not. This was a very early project for me. One of the first ones that I designed myself. And I didn't design any of the blocks. These are all just very, very common blocks that you see all over in quilting.
Hi, Debbie.
Some of them I did redesign to make them easier to sew, like the Lemoyne Star, was it 2 weeks ago? Because I didn't want to do any set-in seams. It was beyond my capability.
Karen's working on pillowcases for foster care.
Oh,
Very
great
nice.
project.
Yeah.
So let's go over here, give it a final press. I'm going to gloss next this in here. Still got some excess seam. And there it is, all done.
Which block? Which week?
This is week 27, block 5C.
Block 5C. That one's cool. I like the red and the black.
I do too.
Goes really well. Color wheel.
Color wheel. Yeah. Turn that off. That's a little bit out of the way a little bit. Thank you, Susan. And then we got lots of things to show you. I'll start with this one because this is one of my favorite little tools. This is the Yazi Bag. And if you don't have any Yazi bags, this is an addiction, actually. I have a couple of these. I have them all in red. We don't have any of these in the store. We do have 2 on order. They're on back order right now. So we have 2 on the way. So if you want one, say make it mine, Yazi Bag. But it's very cool. It's $42.99 is the retail on this. And this is just my little catch-all. So it has a top thing. So I've got pins, crochet hooks for picking out threads. I've got glue stick refills, thread, little for my bowing, marking pencil. This is a tool I found like eons ago, and it actually makes your quilt block look like it's far away, so you can see what it would look like from a distance. So it's kind of a cool tool. This is the Allen wrench I need for one of my machines. And then on the bottom of it, there's these little pockets. So I've got like some, twin needles in here, safety pins. So it's got all of these little different pouches for storage, so you can keep things separate. That's the bobbin and bobbin case for my featherweight. I don't keep it in the machine in the store because sometimes those things go missing. So, very cool little bag. I also have another one of these for my makeup when I travel.
Yeah.
It's nice. Keep things separate. And it has, it's a little bit bigger. And it has separate pouches that you can zip. So I have cotton balls in one of the pouches and, Q-tips in one. And
Well, the little bags, you can
Yeah.
do jewelry.
you can do jewelry in them as well. So these are ideas for you to take on retreat. So,
Or just use in general.
or just use in general. So this is one of my favorites. Marilyn's going to show us another one.
I was just going to hand it off. I wasn't going to show anything.
No, you're on the hook now.
I guess I am. Well, Yazi makes some pretty neat bags, and this is one that comes in really handy. This one is for the feet for your sewing machine, so you can keep them all together. You could label it if you wanted, but you can find your feet easily, quickly, and so it has pockets for larger items, and then for the smaller feet. And it holds, let's see, there's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 there. And then on this side, there are 2 more larger ones. So, and it folds back up
They really are
like
cool.
so. They're really neat. We have them in two colors. One is this purple, and the other one is kind of an aqua. And you can see the picture here, I think, of the bag already filled with the feet and kinds of
You got a
demonstrates
rotary
what it
cutter
does.
in there
Yeah.
and some scissors and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And so those are, I want to make sure, and let me put my glasses on. $43.99. So if you're interested in these,
Oh,
you can say, make it mine. And
Right
whether you want to
you know
come
what
in
it
and
is?
pick it up, or whether you want us to ship it to you, and tell us what color you want it in, whether you want it in purple or aqua.
so some customers haven't been through the process. If you want to talk about a little bit, if they did want to
Okay.
order something that they see here today.
So in the comments section, you would just comment "make it mine" and whatever item we tell you. So this is the feet organizer. So you would say "make it mine," feet organizer, and let us know whether you want us to ship it to you or you want to pick it up. And then tomorrow, Carrie goes through all of these comments and she creates an invoice in our system, and we will email it to you. If you have not shopped with us before, if this is your first visit with us, you need to go to one of the websites, quiltershq.com, windmillsewingcenter.com, or QHQ the number 2, and register for Make It Sew. And we will email that invoice to you. It has a clickable button. You can pay with a credit card or PayPal. And as soon as we do that, we'll ship it to you. If you're local, you'll get a phone call when your order is ready. So, okay, another one of my favorite things. This is one you have to make on your own. So this is from Pickle Pie Designs. You do need an embroidery machine to do this. This is not one you can sew on your own. It's $33.99, and I wish I'd have thought of this myself. This is a needle notebook. So we made this one night
It's been a year or so.
on the show, and so you just store your needles in here. How convenient is that?
That's great, because my needles are everywhere.
So
They kind of do get away from you.
they do. So comment "make it mine" needle notebook. It's $33.99. It has all of the formats. It comes in hoop sizes 5x7, 7x12, and 9x14. So makes great gifts too. Judy made these for a retreat gift that she went to. She gave these out. I
Yeah,
wasn't
very
able
nice.
to eat it.
Well,
wasn't
obviously we
either.
weren't either.
So
The store would have had to close. That's not good.
okay, so we did those, we did that, we did that. Do you want to do the box?
Sure she does.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
And here's one that's open.
Okay. This is a handy item. It's one canoe to bento box.
Yeah, these are kind of cool.
Hmm?
These are pretty cool.
This one's wrapped, but we have one that's not. So we have a divided, and then that comes off. And you have one that's not divided. We're not done. And then you have another one that's a little bit deeper. And look at that pretty pattern. Those flowers are gorgeous. So putting it back together, it all stacks.
Yeah, the needle notebook is all in the hoop, right?
It is an in the hoop project. Yep.
Debbie, it's all in the hoop.
I'm making this look easy.
I don't think you're quite lined up on top.
Yeah,
There you go.
There we go.
So that holds some larger items that you might want to take,
right,
which is
right.
a neat thing. Keeps them all neat and tidy.
Or your small Quilter Select rulers. will
How
work
much
in
is
there.
it?
Why, Joan? It is $19.99. That's a great price.
That really is.
It really is. Lots of uses.
Okay.
You have to take your lipstick.
You have to take your lipstick. Don't store this in your purse. Put this in your Yazi bag or your
bento.
bento box because you don't want to mess up with this one. Oh, Robert's already got 2 out. So they come in black and white. They are $2.99. So if you want one of these, say lipstick in black or lipstick in red, whether or not you want to pick up or white. I don't know why I said red.
It's your favorite,
It's your
color.
favorite color.
It's
yeah.
my favorite. Well, I was looking at red. It's just a pincushion for needles. Comes with some. There's a crewel needle in there, and
Keeps them handy where you can find them, and they're safe.
yeah, they're safe. They're not out loose where they're gonna stab you when you go look for them. Cute as button. $2.99. Comment, make it mine. Lipstick case, black or white, pick up or ship.
They're very popular.
These are very popular. We sell these all the time. All the time. Who's next?
I guess I am. I don't know. I thought if you're going to a retreat, one of the things you might like to have handy. Are you giving me hand signals?
No, my hand was tired.
Oh, poor
Yeah,
thing.
crank.
Quilter Select makes this really neat little mat, especially good for projects that you cut. What are you doing?
I'm laughing at Robert.
I know, he's just a hoot.
He has a hand cramp. He's working so hard holding the camera.
Camera. We're really hard on Robert. Anyhow, keep it handy. You know, you'll have it right there with your cutter and everything. You can cut, if you don't have an AccuQuilt, you can cut these little blocks, just slick as a whistle on there, and it's all compact and easy to carry that way. So that is $10.99. Am I reading that right?
Yep.
Okay. And so if you want that, you say make it mine, Quilter Select mat. And whether you want to pick it up or have it shipped. And this is a 9x12 mat. So that's real handy for retreats.
On that one, we do have one little caveat. Quilter Select is having delivery issues. If we sell out of this one, it will be well into June before we get them back. So,
Ah, okay. So,
That's not too far away.
no,
no,
but it's been since January.
but
Yeah,
if
starting
you
to
have
catch up a little, but
if you have your retreat registered and everything already, you know when it's going to be, so you can pretty well count on when this will come in.
Yep.
Okay. One of the other things that I thought might be handy was the small wool pressing mat, and it's made by Gypsy, and it's $22.99. And once again, it's a small size. You could keep a little iron next to you and just iron your blocks as you go. If you're not using the whatchamacallit, the who's in the
doohickey.
dig, the doohickey. That's it. But this is really a great item to take with you as well. If you're going to, you don't have to fight for the iron that they provide you or the ironing board. If you're just doing small blocks, that'll work wonderfully. And that one, once again, is $22.99. Say make it mine, pressing mat, and whether you want it shipped or whether you want to come in the store and pick it up. Thank you. I did 2 in a row. Now you guys have to do 2 in a row.
Race you.
Okay. I'll do the first aid kit. So, nobody ever gets hurt on retreat, but if you do,
In the store.
in the store,
we do. Yeah.
in the store we do. That's why we have store first aid kits. We don't use this one, but it's similar. This is a for real. People come by and they look at this and they go, What is it, a quilt kit? But
Kinda.
truly, it is a first aid kit.
Yeah.
And this is amazing stuff. It's wound seal.
Yes, it is amazing.
I think we all have some personal experience with this.
Not
This
yet.
I learned about this in the Marine Corps.
no.
The corpsmen used to carry this with them, and in big pouches, and it was for gunshots, but they would actually okay, that's kind of morbid.
Yeah.
So when you cut yourself and you can't make it stop bleeding, This stuff will form an instant scab.
It does.
So
I
doesn't
can
take away the
attest
need to go get stitches if you have to get stitches, but if it's just a little cut, like, you know, the back of our hands, something like that, you nick yourself with scissors or something like that, this will stop it. And then you got everything you need to
Bandage yourself up.
bandage yourself up. And I didn't grab one of these with a
Hi,
price
Miranda.
tag on it. I think that these are $28.99. They are today, regardless of what they actually are. $28.99. Fits nice into your go bag, and you could be the hero at the quilt retreat. So make it mine, first aid kit, ship or pick up. And then, since we're doing 2 in a row, these are from Alex Anderson. They are $9.99. So this is a set of glass head pins. The nice thing about this is there's a magnet inside, so your pins are not going to get away from you. This is $9.99. Comment make it mine. Pins. Okay.
I think we're getting close to a couple more retreat ideas, and then we got a
Can you hand me
giveaway
the
for you tonight.
Doohickey?
Yeah, that
Please?
one's super important.
Okay. This would fit
Where are
in
you,
your
Donna?
bento box, your Yazi bag, our famous doohickey, the multi-function finger presser, and it's $7.99. Make it mine, ship or pick up. This jewel is a must-have. I know a lot of us use glue sticks, but if you're wanting something more permanent, this is called Seam Align by Acorn. And it only takes just a little tiny drop. And you can set it with heat. Marilyn swears by it.
So do I.
I like it too. If you're
Anytime.
doing your binding, you can tack it down, not have pins. Comes in handy for an awful lot of things that are a little more permanent. So that is Seam Align, make it mine,
Nice to have on retreat with you,
Ship.
right?
or
can-
pick up.
And you can pull it apart and realign it if it slips or something. So that's really cool.
If you
That
heard
is
Marilyn,
nice.
it's movable, so you can open it and reset it. I'm not going to take this out of the package, but it's empty, but it will carry some of your smaller items. It's a pink, well, this is a pink rotary cutter case, actually. So you could put your Quilter Select
Or any other.
rotary cutter in there.
Rotary.
Rotary cutter.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! And your blades, we have pink, we have green. They are $10.99. Make it mine lime rotary. Make it mine pink rotary. This handy dandy is not a sewing kit like the traditional. This is a brush and cloth. Oh so clean brush and cloth set. So if you're having to get in to get lint away from the bobbin area, it's got 2 brushes in here. One's more of a flathead, one's more of an elongated, and a cloth. Very handy. $8.98. Make it mine. Ship or pick up. You're up, Joan.
Okay.
What was the price on the seam align? Had a couple people ask me.
I'm sorry. $7.99.
And that should last you a while
long
too.
time,
It doesn't
yeah.
take
It
very
does.
much of it. So
Our giveaway for tonight is a first aid kit.
Yay.
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 Keep them all
This is
safe.
For
good.
retreats, camping.
yeah, you can pretty much use it anywhere.
Anywhere.
Just keep it by your sewing machine.
Yeah.
And it does
Maybe
have the
so.
little thing that you can mount this to.
Yep,
So
on the
you can
wall
mount
if you
these on
want.
the wall and
Right.
just hang it up there. So while Chloe's doing counting for our giveaway, I want to talk about 2 bags. Love, love, love these. These are for Juki machines. This one is for the 2010. This one is for the larger machines, but if you have a similar size machine, they will work. There are things that I love about these bags. I actually have this one, and I don't have a machine that I carry in it. So it opens all the
joy
way
of
up.
owning your own store.
Okay, I'll tell you what I use it for. Bolts of fabric actually fit perfectly in here, and when I'm doing block of the weeks or block of the month, or I don't actually do the block of the week, when I did the block of the month, I would line the bolts of fabric up in this and zip it up like that and wheel it out to my car so that I could cut those out.
It does make it really nice. I mean, to carry them because
It does. So all of these things we showed you tonight will fit nicely in these bags, and I know you're going, but those bags are gotta be like $400 or $500 because our sewing machine cases, our trolleys are. This one, I have to find the tag for it, is much less. It is $129, and this one is $199.
The girls tested it. This will hold the 920, but without the embroidery.
So this will hold a very large sewing machine. And the thing I like about them, they open all the way.
yeah, that's
That makes it easier to get
It
it.
does
Yeah.
make it easier
Right.
because, you know, we're not really, you know, strong with our arms.
Speak for yourself.
Okay, Marilyn's not really strong with her arms. It's hard to lift these down in here.
That's my gal.
So, like I said, I don't tote a machine around in this. You can, but if you just have all of the stuff that we talked about that you need for sewing,
other
these are
uses.
great. So either make it mine purple or make it mine gray.
Cool.
So do we have a winner? Okay.
Lana Ramsdell.
Still,
Congratulations.
congratulations. I know we can all use a first aid kit, so you can't say, "Well, I don't need it." So
Yeah, it's always nice to have.
put it in your. If you have one at home, put it in the car.
It's surprising. I mean, when you need one, you know, and it's so.
Yep. My grandson and
What's-
his friends could have used that a couple weeks ago. They were fishing, and one of his friends
Yeah.
with his reel out, and it caught my grandson in his ear,
Oh.
and it was a pronged.
The treble hook, huh?
Yep.
Oh.
Those are.
So they probably don't want it in their fishing because it has the quilt. I don't know. I mean, they might. It says first aid on it.
First aid
Yeah.
kit, right?
When you're bleeding, you don't care what's on the cover.
You're like, where is it?
Yep. Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Somebody asked what the dimensions on the purple bag are.
The purple one is hopefully listed on the tag. It does not say. Where is...
Handy dandy ruler.
So I'm going to measure from the inside because that's really what we want to know, right? It is, to the zipper, 16.5 inches deep. 8 inches this way. And 19 inches this way. I can tell you if you have a 2010, the tray, the table does not fit in the bag with it. So, but yeah. The thing I do like
It
about
does have a
these,
pocket.
it does. It has a pocket, but it still doesn't
Stick
quite.
out.
Yeah.
Put it in the other way.
These are extra nice. So when your machine is full, so this reinforcement here, so some of the bags that I've seen from the manufacturers and other places as well have just this wire that goes across, and it has like an X. So it has a square that goes all the way around and then an X that goes across. And that's really not enough to hold your machine up if you have like one of the bigger 920s, or even this one is, I think this is like 14 pounds or 15 pounds. This reinforcement is huge for your machine, and it has the little feet on it too so that when it's standing up and, you know, you're pulling it across, it's not gonna, the machine is not gonna drag, cause the bag to flop down and drag on the ground.
Well, the wheels are nice and wide too, and
Yeah,
not
that's
just
helpful too.
Yep.
Yeah, more
one.
than just one wheel. It's 3 wheels,
Yep,
right?
it's 3 wheels.
The 3-wheeler!
It's a 6-wheeler.
She had trouble with me.
Yep, he's a woohoo guy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's us for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the show, and thank you for joining us and doing the sew along with us. And
Well,
will see
we
you
hope
next
that
week.
everyone has a good Memorial weekend.
Yes, be safe.
How do we send off the show, ladies?
Make it so.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.